Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In this lecture, we are going to discuss descriptive terms for androecium. Androecium. Androecium consists of stamens. Each stamen consists of stalk-like structure known as filament and bilobe structure known as anther. The two lobes of the anther are connected by connectives. This is filament. These are two lobes of anther and the yellow colored connective. This complete structure is known as stamen. Polyandrous. If stamens are free from each other, the condition is known as polyandrous, as in Brassica. Didynamous and tetradynamous. In case of didynamous condition, stamens are four, two long and two short, and they are arranged in a single word. Total four stamens, two short, two long, arranged in a single word, as in Ocimum, Basilicum, Neasbo. Tetradynamous. Androecium is tetradynamous if there are six stamens, four long and two short, arranged in two whorls. Example is Brassica. Addition of stamens. First one is epipetalous. Stamens fused to petals, as in Solanum nigrum. These are petals, and these yellow colored stamens, filaments of stamens are fused with petals. Second is epiphyllous. Stamen adhere to the parent leaves, as in Asphodelus unifolius, also known as प्याजी. जब हम केलेक्स और क्रोला में डिफ्रेंशिएट नहीं कर सकते या दोनों में से कोई एक मौजूद नहीं होता, तो उस वक्त जो है टर्म वेरिएंस इस्तेमाल की जाती है. गाइनेड्रस. स्टेमन्स आर फ्यूज्ड विद गाइनेशियम. एग्जांपल इज कैलोट्रापस प्रोसीरा, जिसको अक कहते हैं. Here is the stigmatal disc, star-shaped. These are stamens fused with gynoecium. Adelphous. Filaments united to form one or more bundles. Anthers are free. This term is used when anthers are free and filaments of stamens are united in one or more groups. There are three types of adelphous stamens. Number 1, monadelphous. 2, diadelphous. 3, polyadelphous. Monadelphous. Filaments unite to form only one group, as in Hibiscus rosa sinensis. Here you can see in the photograph. All the filaments united to form the staminal tube. Anthers are free. Here are 5 stigmas. Diadelphous. Filaments united to form two groups, two bundles, as in Lithyrus odoratus, garden pea. Here total 10 stamens, 9 are grouped, and the one is single stamen. 9 stamens fused, their filaments are fused. Polyadelphous. When filaments of the stamens united to form many bundles, many groups, more than two bundles, the condition is known as polyadelphous, as in Ricinus Luminous castor oil plant. Syngenesious. Anthers are united. Filaments are free. In this condition, only anthers are united, while the filaments are free from one another, as in sunflower. Here, anthers are united with one another. These are the filaments. They are not united. They are free from one another. For example, is sunflower. Cyanandrous. Both filaments and the anthers unite to form a group. Filaments as well as anthers are united to form a single group, as in Cucurbita maxima, कद्दू और इसके दूसरे relatives. Attachment of filament to anther. The filament of the stamen is attached to its anther in the following ways. Number 1, basifixed, 2, adnate, 3, dorsifixed, and 4, versatile. Basifixed. Filament is attached to the base of the anther. Filament is attached to the base. There is filament, anther attached at the base, and there is a joint present at the base of the anther. Example is Cassia fistula, Amalthus, Brassica, Sursum. Next, adnate. Filament runs whole length of the anther from base to apex. Here the filament runs whole length of the anther from base to apex. And this type of attachment is known as adnate. Example is Ranunculus, Muricatus, Buttercup. Dorsifixed. The filament is attached to the back of the anther. The anther is not movable, as in Bauhinia variegata, Kuchnar. The filament is attached to the back of the anther, but the anther is not movable, it is fixed. Example is Kuchnar. Next is versatile. Filament is attached to the back of the anther at only one point, and the anther can swing freely, can move freely, as in members of family Gramineae or Poaceae, beet, and other members of this family. Dehiscence of anther. Splitting of anther at maturity to release pollen grains is called dehiscence. Dehiscence of anther takes place in following ways: longitudinal, transverse, porous and valvular. यानी पोलन ग्रेन्स जो हैं वो डेवलप होते हैं एंथर में, पोलन चैम्बर्स में, वहाँ से वो रिलीज होते हैं. तो रिलीज का मैकेनिज्म क्या है? 4 टाइप्स हैं उसके लिहाज से डेहिसेंस की. इनको हम वन बाय वन देखते हैं. लॉन्गिट्यूडनल. एंथर लोब बस्ट बाय लॉन्गिट्यूडनल स्लिट. एंथर लोब में लंबाई के रोक स्लिट बनती है जिसमें से पोलन ग्रेन्स बाहर निकलते हैं. एग्जाम्पल इज कॉटन, रोज एक्सेट्रा. सेकंड टाइप इज ट्रांसवर्स. Transverse dehiscence में transverse slit appears. There is a transverse slit in the anther lobes, and these small pollen grains are coming out of the slit. Porous. In this type of dehiscence, small pores appear at the tip of the anther lobes. Small pores are produced at the tip of the anther lobe, and the pollen grains come out of or released through these pores, as in Solanum nigrum. Fourth type is valvular. In this case, dehiscence takes place by flaps which open outward. Here flaps are produced. These are the flaps. They open the pollen chamber, and pollen grains come out of these openings. Example is barberry.